Ramiro Galvan, Paranormal Research Investigations, New Mexico hauntings is what we're talking about today. It's Halloween week on the show, you know. And so these are his top three. Number three is the old Doña Ana County Jail. We talked about Mary Waters, who you believe died a horrible death there, unexplained death, really. And
Correct.
then there's this guy they call Bubba. And now, is Bubba like a jailer, or was he a prisoner?
Well, we haven't yet. We were unable to determine that, but it appears to be somebody in a position of authority because apparently they like to patrol that first floor area, and Bubba was known by the caretakers there to do mischievous things. They would find things moved around. They would find things suddenly from one room to another when they're going. I don't remember putting it there.
Mm-hmm.
During the 2011 investigation, we had cameras down there. And we're going into a one room, and it's 5 of us. Also, we get a call from the radio, from the base station, which was upstairs. They lost camera feed from one of the cameras on the first floor, facing down the hallway where Bubba has been seen. So 2 of us went down the hallway to find it, to find what happened. Okay, we thinking somebody must have disconnected the cameras. Anyway, make a long story short, we found the cables disconnected from each other. And the thing is that these are what they call the old BNC connectors, where you twist and lock them, so you literally can't pull them apart.
Yeah, right, yeah.
We found them about 5 feet apart.
Oh what? I have a clip from your 2011 investigation. This is a clip where you can hear somebody laughing in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the clip. Yeah. So all the talking that you hear are the investigators,
correct?
You know, and they're walking down a hallway and they're talking to themselves. That's the echoey stuff you hear. The laugh was not them.
That's correct. We had actually an audio recorder in the area we had seen shadows during the daylight time. We were there during our daylight survey, so I decided to put an audio recorder right off that hallway there, and that's what it recorded.
Here it is, isolated.
Oh God. Oh, man.
And then here it is, like from a different recorder, I believe.
Correct.
See, so it sounds further away because that recorder was further away.
Right.
So
yes,
it was
correct.
captured by more than one recorder.
Oh, my gosh.
But again, none of us heard it. If you're walking around there at pitch dark and you can't see your hand in front of your face and you hear something, I guarantee you, I will need Pampers.
You might already,
right?
But you would certainly be using them.
And see, that's the thing. I think a lot of people, when they hear this kind of stuff, they go, "Oh, come on."
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, if you heard somebody laugh like that,
yes,
wouldn't you go? And especially ghost hunters,
right?
Because y'all are very serious about being loud, not whispering, and saying, "Oh, that was me," so that you could mark that time,
right?
And so if you hear something like that, if I had heard something like that in a pitch dark room, I would go, "Yo, what was that?"
See, but the thing is that you guys didn't hear it at the time.
Exactly.
No, we didn't.
This was when you reviewed the tape.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. That's why this kind of thing scares the crap out of me.
Now this is, I believe, at the very beginning you talked about Bubba possibly banging on bars.
Correct.
All right, jail bars. Here's a clip.
Draw energy from this. This is for you. Use it. Enjoy it.
Did you hear that?
Yes. Yeah.
These guys were in a room further down the hall, and they never heard it. Actually, I take that back. One of the guys, a couple of seconds after that, goes, "Did you hear that? It sounded like somebody banging." But again, the audio recorders down the hallway did not record that. The camera showed absolutely nothing.
Here it is again.
Draw energy from this. This is for you.
Yeah, that was enhanced. And then here it is isolated.
Oh, man.
And when was that? What year was that?
That was in the 2011 investigation.
2011.
Correct.
And 2017, when you went back and you did a preliminary survey for Ghost Adventures.
Correct.
There was also some, bar banging going on.
Correct. Down that same hallway.
Here's that clip.
Come on. Bang one of the bars.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
It was either like a bang bar or a dropping of something.
Well, you can hear 2 bangs, actually.
Yes.
Let's hear that again.
Come on. Bang one of the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 2.
And I've isolated this thing and enhanced it a little.
Bang one of the bars. Yeah. And you know what? We heard that, actually. But again, we're looking down that hallway. It's broad daylight, and there's nobody down that hallway. There was another survey team. 4 architects were with us, and they were on the opposite end of the building. So even after I heard that, I still said, okay, I'm a skeptic here. Let me go talk to these people. And I asked him flat out, did you drop something? Did you bang on anything, moving something around? He said, no. We've been over here.
His second most active investigation, you've probably heard about this place. It's a restaurant in Olmesilla.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the Double Eagle restaurant?
A little bit.
Right. Interestingly enough, it's the other place that Ghost Adventures investigated when they were in town doing the Las Cruces Ghost Adventures episode.
Correct.
Now, while I get stuff in order, give us a brief story behind the Double Eagle hauntings.
Well, the Double Eagle always has had the stories about the star-crossed lovers there, Inez Armando and the mother Carlotta. That the son was he was a son of a wealthy Spanish family there. Carlotta was his mother. Inez was a servant girl who he fell in love with. One day, the mother came home, caught him in a somewhat of a delicate situation. She went to stab Inez in a fit of anger, and the story goes that Armando stood.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
Okay, is that somebody going on?
Yeah.
Okay, Armando, I hear you. So Armando stood up and tried to defend her, and the mother stabbed Armando, and he subsequently died in her bedroom. So hence they have a room called the Carlotta room. So the stories are that Armando and Inez and Carlotta are often seen in there. But the thing is that there's other stories there that people have reported, they have seen, and it actually... This figure that they seen is one of a little girl, and even in some of the wait staff. I don't know if you ever saw the episode. They interviewed one of the waitresses who said their woman came walking in from one of the rooms and told her she was looking for her daughter, but she was dressed in the older style clothing. And then a couple of minutes later, the woman appeared again and told her, "I found her." Now, the Double Eagle restaurant building is actually, if you look at it, it's a joined building. It's a huge building. They've got multiple stores there. Well, we talked to the owners and some of the staff of the other locations. They all have seen a little girl in their stores.
Eek.
So apparently she travels in that particular building. So that's one of the things we focused on was, okay, everybody focuses on Inez, Armando, and Carlotta, but now let's focus on the little girl and see what we can find. Now,
is that what you think you captured in the kitchen area?
It sounds like a very young voice.
It does.
And I'm not, I don't want to tell people right now what I think it says. If you want, I'll let you play it if you want.
And I'm going to play it first, and then you tell us what you think it says. Here's that clip from when they were walking through the kitchen area.
Bump into?
Sorry.
Which way you want to start? This way or this way?
This way.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, right there at the end before he starts to speak
Yes.
again, which I clipped off, you can hear what sounds like I guess it was an O or something. I'm not really.
Yeah, to me, when I listened to it and, I played it over and over and over, it sounds like a young girl saying 12. Now, whether she's saying 12,
12 or O?
Could be
Why
O
would
or
she be
12.
saying 12, though?
Because the
Were there 12
the
of
lady
you?
who was working with us that night was a psychic medium. She described a girl there in ponytails or pigtails wearing one of those like poofy dresses. And she said she was between 7 and 10 years of age.
Oh, so that might explain why this could be
It does.
12.
And see,
sound
the
like
interesting
12.
thing is we were in the dining room that adjoins the kitchen. So shortly before we started entering in the kitchen, the lady who was working with us said, okay, and started describing her, said, well, she's between 7 and 10 years of age. Then, of course, this was recorded. And my perception on this is that she's correcting us. She's going, I'm not 10.
Right.
I'm.
Yeah,
Oh, it does sound like
it does.
12.
Because there's definitely distinctly 2 syllables.
Yeah, she goes 12.
Yeah.
And again, we didn't hear that either. So, I guarantee you, and you're walking into a pitch dark kitchen. I guarantee you, if I heard that, again.
Yeah.
Dude, you are so brave.
I know, right?
Dark
I
room,
know.
are you kidding?
Or, no offense, stupid.
Crazy.
I think my wife would agree with you on the latter part.